Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of 6 Raid Review. Today is number 7. This is a very special episode. We will be reviewing the gameplay of an absolute Tarkov crusher, BreakinSkullz. He's a fellow NJ native, and I am always consistently impressed by his gameplay. There are 3 main reasons why I really wanted to review his gameplay in particular. Number 1, he is an absolute audio master. There is nothing that gets by him and his ears. He is able to pinpoint everything on the map using simply sound, and we all know that sound in Tarkov is one of, if not the most crucial awareness tool that anybody can use. Number 2, his ability to engage with his chat while also dominating the game is unbelievable. He will be mid-sentence, mid-conversation, talking to chat, thanking whoever, and he still is able to pick up every single audio cue and have the awareness that allows him to excel on any map that he plays. And number 3, this one's a little bit of an oxymoron. He plays patiently but fast. And now when I say patiently but fast, is he takes his time analyzing the situation, and once he does the math, he executes with unbelievable precision and quickness. Before we get into the map, gun, and game review, I would appreciate it if you subscribe down below, as well as hit my links, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. BreakinSkullz can be followed here, and his links will be down below as well. Please check him out. I appreciate that very much. But without further ado, let's hop into the map for a quick map review of Factory. We will be joining BreakinSkullz on Factory. It is the smallest map currently out. It is exceptionally PvP centric, with having only 6 players in exceptionally tight quarters. Everything is close quarters combat, or CQC for short. It is the map that most promotes, and those are the reasons why BreakinSkullz excels so much on this map. Now let's take a look at 2 key areas. The first area I want to talk about is the area that you can see here highlighted in pink. It is the back forklift area, and the reason why I want to talk about it is because of the proximity of player spawn. Not only do you have one spawn in the back room all the way on the right, you have one spawn in the hallway as well as the room adjacent to forklift. Often all 3 of these player spawns are going to clash immediately or very early in the raid, and you will have a lot of carnage back here. The second area I want to highlight is the office. It is the place on the map where most of the PvP occurs. This is for 2 reasons. Number 1, it is really the only place on the map that has any loot spawns. There is a safe on the 3rd floor, and the other reason being there is a task from Jaeger that dictates you have to kill 10 players in the office area. Last but not least, I would like to talk about the extractions on the PMC side. If you do not own a factory key, you really need to pick one up. The reason for this is the main extraction, Gate 3, is the most camped extract in all of Tarkov. It is a place you do not want to be. But if you get a factory key, this allows you to extract in the left side of the map here, highlighted in blue, and under forklifts on the right side. These 2 areas allow for an infinitely safer extract. They are a little bit more secluded and a little bit more exclusive, and if you're PvPing on factory, you will often be weighted down by the gear of your slaughtered opponents, so a safe exit is paramount to success. This is the map for the day. Now let's take a look at the weapon that BreakinSkullz uses to assert his dominance. BreakinSkullz weapon of choice. I have named it the BreakinSkullz Special. You could call it whatever you want. Some people call it the heavy cheek divider, but this is a weapon of choosing, the Ash 12. Now, it is not the best gun by any means. It is not meta by any means, but this thing absolutely slaps. It shoots PS 12B ammo. That's the ammo you're going to want to use when you are looking to PvP, because it does the most versus armor. It has by far the most pen against armor, and it will allow you to take down those heavily armored targets that you're hoping to run into on factory. Now, it is silenced, and you can see the vertical recoil, not the best, so it's more of a bursty to tappy kind of weapon. Another drawback that you will have is only 20 round mags, so you're going to constantly want to be keeping them topped up. Even though this may not be the best weapon, in BreakinSkullz hands is an absolute dominator. Let's jump into the game where we can see him put it to work.
Ash is one It's ugly. It is ugly.
Now this spawn, I'm not particularly versed on what to do from this point. It's kind of an awkward corner of factory. You have nowhere else to go but out into the middle of the map.
Need to jump to conclusions real saucy.
But from what I've seen BreakinSkullz do,
all right, this is the way I talk.
It's very simple. He wants to get into the office. He wants to CQC everybody.
I just literally, you asked me a question. I literally
use his audio dominance and just his ability to play very, very fast to get into people's faces and win fights that way.
But I'm chill as fuck.
He hears the wood footsteps. And also the fighting out in the middle of the map. Slight metal. Being exceptionally patient, not rushing into anything.
From behind a bar. I said hello to you, right fingers? What's going on, man?
I think you heard a door open. You heard a door open above him. And footsteps.
There's a guy in here, huh?
This is a cheeky nade right here. You can get a nade into office from this room, which he does. Hit fire spray down.
Nice try, kid. Nice try.
Gets real excited. Dumps a whole clip though.
Oh, you're a smart one. I use gold style. I use them all.
Here's more footsteps. Sprays through the door. Now I don't know how he gets out of this, but he's in a room. He can't move anywhere else but out into this hallway. The player ran all the way to the top of the other side. Gets absolutely dominated. I don't know what he could have done better. Maybe just hold the door from the hallway and not slow peek out. Just already be in the hallway looking through that door. He had him trapped. Oh, and he spots another player down. Crazy reflexes.
Yo, rookie with another 10 gifted subs.
Now this is another thing that I talked about. He is streaming. He is fully interactive with chat, and yet
taking the #1
he is able to focus on everything around him. It is exceptional multitasking. Don't really know how this man does it.
Love in chat, please.
And he still does not know whether or not he killed that guy at the end of the hallway.
Dropping 10, 20 gifted subs on the day, holding down the #1 spot. You're a nut.
And also, see, this is a little bit where the focus slips. He is bleeding out right now.
1,450 gifted subs.
But I get it. Chat comes first.
Oh shit, I'm bleeding.
There he recognizes the bleed finally.
From one guy. You're a fucking nutcase, bro. There's no, I don't love Skullz chat. Wait, what? I'm joking, man. I know you love me. God damn it. Did I kill that other guy?
He doesn't know. And he needs to heal. He took quite a bit of damage from that guy.
Hey, what up, Sheep Bomber girl? How you doing?
But he feels so comfortable in spots like this. I would be super paranoid that somebody's coming in my door, somebody's knocking it down. But he's just chilling. I don't understand. And there's scav #1.
Hey, lots of love, in gamer. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. What up, Marcus?
I wish I had his poise in just calmness. I still don't have that down. Another scav, that's 2. Now, at some point, he gets tagged and cursed. I don't exactly know how that mechanic works, but you'll see he gets just a consistent swarm of scavs. There's 3.
Yo, in gamer coming. That's a brand new sub right there. Another brand new sub on the day, guys. Let's get some more love in the chat from my man, in gamer. Hey, thank you so much for that sub, brother. Love you, dude.
And now, right here, he drops his full helmet for another full helmet. But the one that he dropped is insured, so barring somebody picking it up and leaving the raid with it, he will get it back. That is something that is known as insurance fraud in the Tarkov world. A very, I don't know if you want to call it shady, but certainly a good practice to save tens of thousands of rubles over time, where you can simply get your gear back through insurance. Now he needs to go loot these three players. He didn't really touch any of them. That's his 4th scav kill.
Oh, I got him.
But he's just very slow and methodical and patient.
Oh, you had the Ash too? Look at you. You're oh, you got the Skullz fan mask. Aww. What? Dude, these kids got fucked up.
So he looted one. Here's the second loot.
Not that good, kids.
That's 5 scavs down. Now he's gonna take the time here to heal up and repack his mags. So what I want to do is just fast forward through this part.
Get to work, bud. No count 0. Roleplay actor.
So now he's in the room where he naded the office. That's 6 scavs. He's just gonna be very comfortable in this room. Just chilling. There's another scav that's 7. He's just gonna heal up, make sure all of his health is as max as it can be. Obviously, when you black out a limb and repair it with a Serve 12 or CMS, some HP gets taken out. So he's going to heal up everything and make sure most, if not all, of his mags are topped off. And then he will venture on. That is another 2 scavs. That brings the total up to 9.
We love you, Green Toe. Thank you, man. Nice cock.
Still healing. Another 2. It's 10 and 11. Yeah, he's definitely tagged and cursed, and I don't know how that occurs, like I said, but you can just tell because the scavs keep finding his location. There he goes, feeding a nut to his bird. Kiki.
Yeah, muffin.
Lovely parrot. So he's just gonna max heal, and then once he's out of the max heal, we'll return it back to normal.
What does it mean? What does that mean? What up, Fulo?
Gonna finish packing his mags. Now, like I touched on earlier, the Ash 12 is very heavy. Not only the gun itself, but also the ammo. So he starts every raid overweight with the new weight mechanic. And it kind of... It doesn't really hinder him, but it could hinder certain players with the stamina and endurance and strength issues. But it's just something to think about when you go into a raid and choosing your weapon loadout and choosing your armor, all that kind of thing. It all ties back into the weight system. Another scab down. That's 12.
I want PvP, and so factory for me offers me the best PvP. What?
13. So he's finally getting the opportunity to loot his kills. I would have assumed that he would take the black rock and fill up his bag with it, but maybe the geometry didn't work, the Tetris didn't work out, or he just doesn't like doing that, which is totally understandable. That's 14. Looting the, I think this is the first player that he eliminated. Yep. What's interesting, when he loots specifically, I don't think I've seen this from any other streamer, any other player that I've played with, as we see number 15 go down. He will discard all of the loot off of the player, scav, what have you, in order to signify that he has looted that body.
Nice try, bitch.
16.
A lot of fucking idiots.
It's an interesting thing. I haven't implemented it yet.
An idiot.
But it definitely helps you keep track of everything. And You saw when he was looting there, he did another insurance fraud with his sword-ins. Just another 25,000. So essentially, if he were to get the helmet that he dropped and the sword-ins back, that's 100,000 that he made approximately that he didn't have to work for at all.
You got a 6-pack?
Other than, you know, killing players.
Hell yeah, I got a 6-pack. I got a 6-pack. Don't cut me short, bro. I got an 8-pack. Calm down. Don't be disrespectful. 8-pack.
I got a keg, in case anybody's wondering. Number 17. Just, and now he also doesn't loot all the scavs. Now scavs generally don't have great loot, but you can find lab key cards or, you know, various rare items on them. So when you loot scavs, you should really only check their backpack and their pockets, because in their rig it will just be ammo, and that's that.
We are farmers.
And that's gonna be it for BreakinSkullz on Factory. A successful run by any means. 3 player kills, 17 scav kills. Kind of representing why I think he's one of the top 5 factory players that I've ever witnessed. Using the factory key, a safe extract.
Hey, sorry to hear.
That's gonna be it for BreakinSkullz. The raid we just watched not only exemplifies Factory's gameplay style, but BreakinSkullz gameplay style. He wiped 3 out of the other 5 PMCs relatively quickly, and by relatively I mean very quickly. And a little spice on top, 17 scavs. We can talk about things that he could have done better. His main gameplay goal is PvP, but to the average Tarkov player, he could have maximized his loot a little bit more. Maybe played Tetris with the 3 PMC bodies that he killed, or maybe gone through a lot of the scav bodies that he killed. He had a little slip up when he got slightly distracted by chat and didn't realize he was bleeding, but that's gonna happen from time to time. It didn't cost him in this instance, but it could cost him in the future. This raid showed his audio mastering, his aggressive patience, if you will, and it really just highlighted what kind of player he is. He is a PvP-oriented player, and he is very, very good at it. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that subscribe button down below. My links for Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram are down in the description. BreakinSkullz links for Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram are down below. Please head on over there, and I will see you next time for raid review number 8.